Hello. Uh, Welcome to my computer class. Okay, here we got a project. This is done by me. So this project is actually something mathematical. I want you to try it. So firstly, you need to input the value of a, b, c, which are the coefficient of the quadratic function. So let's try 1, say 0, and maybe a large number, 6,000. Then you will see a cat will draw a graph of this quadratic function for you. And you see the graph pass through 0.06,000 and face upward. It's exactly the quadratic function of the x squared plus 6,000. Okay, well, let's try some other value. Say -1, 100, and -5,000. Okay, now this time, because a is negative, so it should face downward, and you see the symmetry is around here, right? And the maximum point is here. Okay, so I've done the part that the cat can draw the function graph for you, roughly. Well, the function is exactly like this, but my axis, x-axis, y-axis, and this unit, I marked it, so maybe not so precise, but it's okay. So I try to be as precise as possible. Okay, there's something you might notice. So the unit here is very large, like 5,200, 2,500. But here is only 50, 25. That is because it is a quadratic function. You see, when x is 100, for y you might get 10,000, right? Because it's x squared. So if with the same unit, you might not got a good shaped function graph. So you may use different units for y and for x. So otherwise, it is not a good looking function. So to try some functions, here you may choose different a, b, c. I have some suggestions for you. For a, you could try both negative and positive value. For c, you might choose a large number because you see the unit for y is already large. So if you try -5, it would make no difference with 0, for example, because 5 is too small to see the difference. Okay, but b cannot be too large, otherwise you may not got a good function shape. So this is my suggestion. So you can see the instructions also with the explanation of the project. So what is your task? Now your task is to find the maximum or minimum point of the graph, the local maximum or local minimum. Of course, obviously, for this case, there's no minimum points, but with a local maximum point, right? So find the maximum or minimum points with this button, the green button. But now the green button is not activated. There's no codes behind this. And I want the girl to move to the local extreme points after clicking the green button. So this is what you need to do. So you need to find the extreme points of this quadratic function and let the girl move to that place with clicking the button here. So you need to add some codes so to remix my project. Okay, so it's kind of a test of whether you understand the calculus content of finding extreme points, and also to test whether you can make the sprites work as you planned. Okay, so this kind of mixture of knowledge for you to figure out, to challenge you, to make you make further progress. Okay, so there's something I need to explain to you. Okay, doesn't matter. So there's something I need to explain. Here actually you see I got the x start from negative 220, so which is around here, and sets the y coordinate to be the ax squared, x times x, plus bx plus c, but also multiplied by 0.01. That is to make the y coordinate not too big, because when you draw the graph here, if y coordinate is too big, it is already outside the range of this screen. So the screen is around a square, so the range for x is around negative 220 to 220, and so that's why. So to make the y coordinates not beyond the scope of the screen, we need to shrink it. Like this is a factor to shrink it. So this might cause a problem, because when you find the extreme points, you actually found the exact coordinate of the points, but the coordinates may not appearing correctly to the place you want it to be. So that is because of this shrink factor. So pay attention to this to make sure the go to the correct space, correct place. Okay. And I have both the minimum point go and the maximum point go, so you can use the proper one to make the go goes to the correct place. Okay. So let's see whether you can finish this and try to figure it out. So I will look forward to your remix project. Okay, understand? Okay, see you. This is this week's challenge and your task, and I'm sure you will learn by figuring out my problems. Right? You will make progress, and of course you need to go on with the textbook reading for computer knowledge. I prefer kind of learning computer knowledge by reading. I'm not good at explaining the computer knowledge. Yeah, so I don't want to explain that, but I want you to make some programs to realize your ideas. Okay, see you.